Good morning, everyone. Yeah, I always like having Don in the front row. Oh, this thing moves. Good morning, everyone. Good to see everyone today. The original script said on this beautiful, warm autumn morning. So we'll change that and say thank you for being here on this cold, almost winter morning. But thank you for being here. It's so excited to see everyone. And as you join us for, we have actually a couple really special announcements, exciting announcements to make today. And so thank you for joining us. I was reflecting earlier last week, actually, about the flood of '85. Why? Because the 40-year anniversary is coming up soon. Who was here in 1985? All right, so a few people remember what this area here was like in 1985. So this area, for those of you who weren't, I've seen some pictures. I was not personally here, but I've seen some pictures. This whole area was underwater. Roanoke Memorial Hospital right over there had 2 floors covered with water, and it was completely dark from the electricity going out. So seeing those pictures from that day, those days really, it's truly remarkable to think that we're standing here today in what is now the Roanoke Innovation Corridor and seeing all the development that has happened. It's truly a testament to the incredible leaders who had the vision of what this area and what our region could be and can be. It's amazing how far we as a region have come. So we launched the Reaching Far, Caring Close campaign in 2019 with a focus on expanding the services we provide to our patients and our communities. This is our singular focus, to bring more expanded cancer care to this region. We envision the Carilion Taubman Cancer Center as a beacon of world-class cancer care right here in our community. And it's so wonderful to see all of you here today, all of our wonderful supporters who have embraced this vision and made it your own. This morning we have some really special speakers who are going to talk to us who have been instrumental in this effort to enhance cancer care in our region. I'm going to quickly pass the microphone on to them, but before I do, I want to say thank you to a few people. I'd first like to recognize James Hartley, our board chair. James, you stand real quick. A couple other leaders who have helped us through this. Robert Bennett, who is our Carilion Clinic Foundation Chair, Ab Boxley, Campaign Cabinet Chair, and Jason Bingham and Janet France, who served as co-chair. If they're there, if they're here today, if you'll stand, let's give them a round of applause. Of course, I'd really like to recognize as well Carilion CEO Emeritus Nancy Howell-Agee and her husband Steve. If you both stand. You might recall, but it's their $1 million seed gift that really launched this movement, and this movement has taken on a life of its own, and I'm so grateful for both of you and for the example that you set for us. I'd also like to thank Ambassador and Mrs. Taubman. Your extraordinary generosity and vision for what could be and can be has been absolutely vital to making this project a reality. Can we give them a round of applause? You've seen on these screens the number of donors. Literally thousands of individual donors have made contributions to this campaign, and it's powered it forward. So our first announcement today, we'd like to announce that not only have we met our $100 million goal, we've exceeded it. We are now at $105 million. I think it's truly remarkable, particularly since there were so many naysayers who said that couldn't be done. But it's remarkable what I think what this region does. When we put our mind to something, we make it happen. So I'd like to just thank everyone once again for all the work and all the effort to get us to this level. But we're not done yet. We actually have another announcement that we're going to make, and in just a minute, I'm going to turn the time over to Dr. Tony Sapal, who will tell us more about a campaign that we're launching and a new addition to the Cancer Center. But I want to briefly just have everyone look over across the street. So when this Cancer Center comes out of the ground, I want you to think about it as your own. You've all contributed, you've all been champions for this. As this comes out of the ground, think about what it's going to mean for this community, for this region, and as you go, as you look at it, have all the ownership and keep championing this wonderful, wonderful asset that's going to be in this community to care for our patients and our community. So with that, I'll turn the time over to Dr. Tony Sapal with another exciting announcement. Tony?
Thanks, Steve. And whoa, this is a little more mobile than I thought it would be. Good morning. Think warm thoughts. Warm thoughts. So the announcement kind of reminds me, for any of you sport fans out there, Allen Iverson, you remember his kind of famous statement? Are we talking about practice? Well, we're not talking about practice this morning. We're talking about proton therapy. Let's repeat that. Proton therapy in Roanoke, Virginia. Just can't overstate what an incredible milestone this will be for our region. And so for those of you that don't know what proton therapy is, I'll give a brief introduction and you'll hear more about this amazing technology as we move forward with the construction of our cancer center. So bringing this incredible technology to Southwest Virginia means we're introducing one of the most advanced and precise tools in cancer care right here at home. Fewer families will have to travel long distances for treatment. For example, a child with a brain tumor won't need to go to Johns Hopkins. We'll provide the same level of care right here, close to family, close to home, and the community that supports that child and that family. Proton therapy is the most precise form of radiation available today, allowing our clinicians to destroy cancer cells with pinpoint accuracy. For those with tumors near delicate structures like the brain, spine, or heart, and especially for children who need highly specialized treatment, we can treat cancer aggressively while protecting healthy tissue. And for those who need another round of radiation, this technology offers new hope where options were once quite limited. Today, proton therapy is only available at a select number of centers around the country. That's right around 50. So we'll be right up there with many of those centers. Having it here in Roanoke places us among leading institutions like Mass General and Mayo Clinic. I've not really heard of those places, but I'm sure they know very much what we're doing here in Roanoke. Certainly an extraordinary achievement for this region. And it's not just about access to treatment. This opens the door to cutting-edge research in collaboration with our partners at Virginia Tech, the Fralin Biomedical Research Institute, VTC, and other national leaders in cancer research. Together, we'll take part in clinical trials and new clinical education programs that advance the boundaries of what's possible in cancer care. This is truly a transformative moment. On behalf of Carilion Clinic, our partners at Blue Ridge Cancer Care, and the entire oncology community, thank you for your generosity, support, and the vision in helping making this possible. Speaking of vision and visionaries, I'd like to introduce Nancy Agee to the podium.
Good morning. And what a good morning it is. I know it's just a little chilly and a little damp, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Cancer is not a respecter of weather, of person, of color, of age. And we're here to wage a war on cancer and build something that brings hope and healing to everyone. So you are at a historic moment in our region. Thank you for being here and sharing the excitement with us. Somebody just whispered, could you get them to be quiet over there so you can hear better? And I said, heck no, let them go as fast as they can. We want that place to be opened. Well, you know, I'm glad Steve mentioned the flood of '85. Yes, Steve, I was here, and I remember that day vividly. At that time, there was a fairly open staircase to the first floor, and I was standing on that staircase watching the whole lobby fill with water, big trees coming through the front door, and everything was dark. It was eerie and frightening. We survived, and I still have a pin that says I survived the flood of '85. But you know, that day has deeper meaning to me. You see, my father was a patient here at the hospital. I used to laugh and say he always liked a little excitement. He would have loved seeing the trucks go by and the fire trucks and all that. He died that night. And so the flood of '85 has real meaning to me. So 40 years later, people still get lung cancer and all sorts of other cancers. And sometimes people feel hopeless and have to drive far for care. What we're about to do today and in the next coming months is change that. We, right across the street, are building something that's innovative, cutting edge, a facility, and importantly, a cancer program that provides hope and healing to all who come right here. It takes visionaries who see the potential for exquisite, sophisticated, innovative care right here. Yes, today I'm going to double down. Today we are announcing two things. We made it. We achieved a campaign that others said we couldn't do. You know, we didn't have a development office. We didn't have people that could come out and help us do things. We didn't know what we didn't know. So we just said we're going to raise $100 million, and we hired a consultant. And the consultant did what consultants do, and they did their research and analysis. And they came back to us and they said, well, essentially, good luck with that. The most we think you could possibly do is $50 million. So we fired the consultant. So we made it, and let's just hear, a big cheer again, $105 million. And the second thing is bringing new technology that isn't common across the country, but is exquisitely important to patients with cancer, with certain cancers, and that's bringing proton therapy right here. So I get the great pleasure of introducing two extraordinary, generous benefactors. They share our passion for improving cancer care. They saw from the very first conversation we had until where we are today, what we had and what could be. They saw that transforming cancer care requires a building, facilities, and importantly, specialists, researchers, educators, and caregivers. And we're bringing that all together. So I would ask you to please welcome Jenny Taubman, Ambassador Taubman, to say a few words. Ambassador Taubman.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I accept on behalf of Jenny your thanks, and thank you for being here today. I wasn't due to make a speech this morning, so I was just sitting here during the remarks of all the important people here in Roanoke. See, we have the mayor of Roanoke, and thank you all for being here. I tried to get a feeling last night of just what is this we're doing here. And while some of you were there and some of you weren't there last night, off to the left of the podium were a group of parents who had been invited along with their toddlers who were treated in the Cancer Care Treatment Center. Now, I don't think there was one of them that was 2 years old, and they had passed out little bells to them, Carilion bells, and I know they were because they kept ringing them during my speech. And I thought to myself, where, all this money, all this attention, all this tremendously hard work, 50 years, what will this look like? Well, going into my 10th decade, while I'm an optimist, I don't think I'll be here to see it. Maybe some here will, but I'm sure those kids will. And I couldn't take my eyes off of them because each one of them had been treated here at the Cancer Treatment Center, and their ability to be there last night or to be anywhere was because of the people sitting here who just stood up and gave me a round of applause, and should be standing up and giving yourselves a round of applause. So this building that you see here, 50 years from now, that's about as much as I can think, will be here serving people. The building that Mark Pace is bringing up out of the ground right now will be here, and it will be a monument to you folks and to the things you've done today, and to the folks who've contributed financially to all this. Money comes and money goes, and when it goes for something like this, you can look here today, look down the card and say, 50 years from now, that's what I've done. That's what you'll say to yourself. And you can be proud of that. And you should be proud of Carilion, the people that work there, and the job you've done. And I thank you for that today.
Thank you, Nick and Jenny, for what you've done. I want to mention that we've talked about proton therapy. We've mentioned that we've completed our campaign. We set a goal of $100 million. We're at $105 million. So heck, why stop there? So if it's okay with y'all, I'm going to tell you that we're starting a new campaign today, a $60 million campaign to bring proton therapy here. And we already are $20 million into it. Nick and Jenny Taubman have graciously given us another lead gift of $17.5 million. And an anonymous donor is committing $2.5 million. So we're already $20 million into this. So get your checkbooks out. Every penny counts. An incredibly exciting day. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Jenny and Nick, again. You inspire us every day. Thanks to Steve and to Tony and to each of you. We so appreciate what you do. We hope you'll enjoy a little refreshments and share our excitement. Thank you.